That's basically the tie-in, or what leads us up to the virtual wave and my interest in Bitcoin.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to discuss not just a technology or a financial instrument, but a revolution. A revolution that began with a simple yet profound idea encapsulated by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008. Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system that would change the world. As we delve deeper today, remember that Bitcoin is not merely about altering transaction methods. It's about shifting paradigms. It embodies the spirit of technological freedom and personal sovereignty over one's finances. Imagine a world where you are completely in control of your money. A world where transactions are not only faster, but cheaper and more secure, without the need for a middleman. That world is not a fantasy. It's real, and it's expanding every day thanks to Bitcoin. With every transaction, Bitcoin is breaking down the barriers imposed by traditional financial systems. It allows for a seamless flow of capital across borders, making it not just a currency, but a global financial language. Bitcoin's journey has been nothing short of a roller coaster, a testament to resilience. From humble beginnings in 2009, where it was worth almost nothing, to peaks that soared near $65,000, Bitcoin has shown us the true meaning of volatility. Yet, it is in this volatility that we find the pulse of potential, a chance to redefine wealth not as we know it, but as it can be. This volatility, often seen as a challenge, is also a measure of Bitcoin's dynamic nature and its ability to adapt and grow despite market fluctuations and regulatory uncertainties. Why Bitcoin, you may ask? Because it democratizes financial access, offering inclusion for the billions unbanked worldwide. It's a hedge against inflation, particularly in countries where currencies are unstable. Bitcoin represents freedom. Freedom from traditional banking, freedom from oppressive financial policies, and the freedom to own a piece of the future. In providing financial inclusion, Bitcoin also ensures that every individual has the potential to secure and enhance their financial future independently of state-controlled monetary systems. Let's talk about belief in Bitcoin. Major players and influential investors like Michael Saylor back Bitcoin. Michael, the CEO of MicroStrategy, is not just an advocate. He is a believer in the transformative power of Bitcoin. His journey to Bitcoin is as personal as it is professional. From the highs of technological innovations to the lows of financial crises, Michael's experiences carved a path that led him to see Bitcoin as the answer, a beacon in the economic turmoil. His endorsement and the ensuing investment by MicroStrategy spotlight Bitcoin's viability and potential to reshape not just investment portfolios, but also corporate financial strategies globally. His endorsement and the ensuing investment by MicroStrategy spotlight Bitcoin's viability and potential to reshape not just investment portfolios, but also corporate financial strategies globally. Michael's story is compelling. He made significant bets on technology throughout his career, learning from each foray into new digital landscapes. Each step, each mistake, and each success taught him about the potential of technological adoption and innovation. When he encountered Bitcoin, he didn't just see a digital asset. He saw the future of capital preservation, a tool to combat currency devaluation, and a means to a more equitable financial system. His strategic acquisitions underline a broader trend of increasing corporate acceptance of Bitcoin, reinforcing its legitimacy and stability as a digital store of value. This belief isn't built on blind faith, but on a deep understanding of economic history and technological potential. Under his guidance, MicroStrategy has acquired over $1 billion in Bitcoin, a testament to his conviction. Michael believes Bitcoin is not just another investment. It's the primary treasury reserve asset for the future. His actions are a clarion call to other corporate leaders to consider the long-term benefits of integrating Bitcoin into their strategic financial planning. As we stand at the cusp of this financial evolution, remember that Bitcoin is more than just numbers on a screen or a topic of heated debates. It's a movement towards greater transparency, security, and independence. This movement challenges the status quo and invites us to rethink our approach to money and investments in the digital age, heralding a new era of financial transparency. Preparing for Bitcoin's takeover doesn't require just understanding it, but embracing it. Dive into the blockchain technology, learn about its implications, and be ready to adapt. This is not just an investment in a currency, but in a future that we are all a part of. It's about participation in an evolving economic landscape, where the principles of open access and fairness are championed. So let us move forward with courage, with determination, and with the knowledge that we are not just participants in this revolution. We are its architects. The future is here, the future is Bitcoin, and the future is ours to shape. As we forge this path, let us be guided by a vision of financial empowerment and innovation, ensuring that Bitcoin and blockchain technology are integral to the future we are building.
You started out as a Bitcoin skeptic. I've listened to a lot of your interviews. There was a tweet in 2012 where you likened it to a form of online gambling. And then you had the slow conversion into becoming what I would say one of the more exceptional Bitcoin evangelists. I mean, I would describe you like that based on a lot of the stuff that you've said, but now you're putting your money alongside of your ideas and your mouth. You've announced a $425 million investment in Bitcoin from the MicroStrategy cash reserve. And so could you take us through your personal odyssey from skeptic, this is online gambling, to, okay, wait a minute, this is a lot like Microsoft, Facebook, and Amazon?
Sure. I mean, in the early days of Bitcoin, Bitcoin's like an open source project. There's no company behind it. It's an emergent phenomena in cyberspace. And, and as it emerged, the early days, it was very uncertain and scary and complicated. And so how will the IRS tax it? Will the government ban it? Will it be illegal to hold it? The early exchanges were failing. Mt. Gox failed. The early use cases were Silk Road. The early question of, is it a security or not, right? You went through all of these tests for Bitcoin. It could have been destroyed because it was banned. It could have been destroyed because it was hijacked by bad exchanges. It could have been destroyed because it was forked. Everybody said, well, either someone else is going to copy it or the government will ban it. Over the last 8 years, what happened is it was copied 6,500 times, Anthony. It's the winner of the crypto war. So how do you get comfortable with it? Well, after it's been attacked 6,500 times by clones and they've all failed, and when it emerged to be 95% of all of the proof of work networks, like 95% of all the monetary energy in the crypto asset space is on the Bitcoin network, then it's Facebook, it's not MySpace. So we had to watch it get to a point of maturity where it's seasoned. And we had to watch all of these bad exchanges failed, and all the bad actors failed. And we had to watch the development of a regulatory apparatus. So now you have KYC regulation on the exchanges in the US. You have clarity with regard to how it's taxed. You have clarity with regard to what it is and isn't. I think people are starting to understand it's not a currency. It's not a payment network. It's a bank in cyberspace that allows billions of people to store their money. It gives them a simple, straightforward, affordable, secure savings account for people that can't set up their own hedge fund and don't know and can't get into a hedge fund, and they just want to put their money in a bank. The politicians and the country has destroyed the savings account over the past 30 years. When I was a kid, you put your money in a savings account, get 5% interest, and everybody believed that the money was going to be more valuable in the future. You wouldn't lose your money. And that option's been deprived. And so Bitcoin has emerged from casino gambling, scary, to the savings account or savings and loan at the end of the universe. And that's the journey of the 10 years. And that's why I could get excited about it in the year 2020.